All right, let's go. Let's do some Pilates, guys. Go ahead and start laying on your back. I may have to pop up to let somebody in. You can place your hands on your ribs, elbows to the side, and do some breathing. I may need to shut the door. Feel the rib cage rise and fall. One more time. Good, let's slide. I'm going to refer to it as the front leg for this purpose. So I'm going to slide my front leg, the one closest to the computer, out. I'm going to bring the same arm above my head, and I'm going to give myself a little bit of a side bend here. I'm going to have to pick my head up to do that. And then swing the arm down, bringing the body back into a neutral position, and then swing the arm up and a little side bend. Big inhale there, and exhale, come back to neutral. And we'll do that one more time. Arm up over the head, and slide, and little side bend, and come on back. Good, let's bring that leg back in, and I'll take my back leg out, opposing arm above my head, and a little side bend. And then bring the arm down, and inhale. Two more. And one more time. Up and over, and back down. Good. Let's bend that back leg. You're going to put the inside edges of your feet together. That will mean the knees will go together, the inner thighs will go together, and then from here, we're going to let the legs open. They're not going to open all the way to the floor. You want to keep your feet still touching, the inside edges of your feet touching. Hands are down. You're going to press into the outside edges of your feet and lift your hips up. And then down. So you're just going to hover the pelvis off the floor, pushing into the edge of the feet. Exhale, lift. Keep the pelvis from rocking side to side. Good. And try not to over squeeze your glutes. Let's come up, hold, and now I want you to rock your hips side to side with control. One more each way. Rock, rock. Center it out. Drop the pelvis down. Slide the leg out. Good. Bring the arms up over the head. Just nice long stretch here. Not too much extension at the front of the rib cage. So let the rib cage settle down in the back. Breathe. One more breath. Good. Bring the arms to the ceiling. Bend the knees. Pick the legs up into tabletop. And we're going to do shoulder and hip. So front arm down, back leg down, and lift. Switch. You can exhale or inhale the arm and the leg down. That's up to you. One last time. Good. We'll hold the arms here, and you're going to take that front leg away and bring it back. Back leg away. Exhale away. This here, I want you to exhale. Exhale away. One more time. Exhale away. Hold the legs in tabletop. Arms towards the head. Arms come back up. Legs will stay here. Arms to the head. Arms come back up. One more time. Away and up. Here we go. Arms and legs at the same time. and out and in. 5 of these. Exhale. Woo, pull those abs in. One more time. Away and in. Give your legs a hug. Good. Feet down. Turn to your side. Come up to seated. We're going to start the hundreds from a seated position, which I know seems weird. Usually we roll down. We roll up from laying down. But today we're going to start it from this position. So legs are bent, arms are out in front of you. I want you to just tuck and curl back and then come back up. Do that again. I'm so behind here, guys. I didn't turn my light on. Tuck and curl back. That's better. Tuck and curl back and come back up and tuck and curl back. Stay here. Lift up your right arm. Lift up your left arm. Come back up to seated. Feel how the abdominals fire as the arms move. Curl back, right arm, left arm, come on back up. You got one more of these. Curl back, right arm, left arm, and come on back up. So we're gonna go into the hundreds from this seated position. I want you to try and maintain the height because we are starting it from seated instead of laying down. So we're gonna reach the arms in front. You're gonna tuck and curl back to the rib cage. Hold here, pick up the legs and pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab your legs, come back up to seated. Good. Take the front arm back, lift up, bend your elbow. Press into the floor and reach. Good, I gotta let somebody in. Keep doing that. Press into the floor. And one more time, press into the floor and come back up to seated. Good. Switching sides. Curl back. Rotate, bend the elbow, and press. And bend. And press. Last 2. Back and press. One more time. Back and press. Good. We're going to bring the hands backwards. Knees are bent. Do a little bit of tricep work. So you're going to lower your elbows down. Okay, so getting back up is going to involve more abs than arms. Okay, breathe in, exhale, use your core to bring you back up to seated. Good. Lower down. Exhale, press up. Lower down. Exhale, press up. Lower down. Exhale, press up. Core's working on the way down. Lower down. Woo! And press up. Those are hard, aren't they? All right, let's open up the legs. I'm just turning to face you. I'm going to use my towel for this little spine stretch forward we're going to do here. My Zumba Cruise towel. All right, legs aren't too wide. Hands on the towel, drop the chin, roll forward, and then come back up to seated. Inhale, exhale, tuck, roll forward. Come back up to seated. So you're gliding the hands along the floor. The abdominals drawing back, the ribs are drawing back. Tuck the chin, pull the ribs back, pull the belly back. Come back up to seated. One more time, tuck, curl, roll, push. And come back up. Good, that's your little break. Pick up your weights. I love these weights. I got them from Dick's Sporting Goods. They're 2 pounds, mail order. They're about 15 bucks a piece. The pink ones are the 2 pounds. I think there's blue ones that are 2 pounds. You can get 1 pound and 3 pounds. Arms in front of you. Let me turn this way. Arms in front of you. Tuck, curl back. Hold here. Bend and straighten for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, flip the hands over, spine stretch forward. Inhale there, exhale, curl back into your position. Bend the elbows, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate the palms down, curl forward. Good. Last time, curl back. Flip the hands, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn the hands over and roll forward. Come up to seated. Drop the arms down. Roll the shoulders back. I'm so hot right now. All right. So we're going to do some arm lifts. So let's start with a seated position. And you're going to lift your right arm up and down and left arm up. And if this bothers your shoulders, you can always put the weights down. So right arm and left arm, and one more time, right and left. Good. Tuck and curl back. Lift up the arms as you go down. Here we go. Arm up. Arm up. Arm up. Arm up. Are you ready? Both arms up. Now roll all the way down. Arms up over your head. Inhale here. So be careful, right? If your cans are too heavy, you're not going to like the way this feels when you pick your arms up. The 2 pounds are like perfect. I'd say most cans are probably about 1 pound or 1.5 pounds. Pick up the arms. So at this point, you're going to get assistance. So you're going to tuck, curl up, roll forward. Inhale here, curl back. Right arm up. Left arm up. Again, 3 sets. Up. Put the weights down if this is too much. Both arms up. Hold. And come down. Woo-hoo-hoo. We got 1 more set of those, my friends. Inhale. You can always bend your knees too. Just saying. Exhale. Lift the arms. Pick up the head and shoulders. Round up to seated. Reach forward. Curl back. Maybe go back a little bit further than you have been these last 2 times. Here we go. Lift. Woo! Lift. 3 sets. 2. 1 more. Good. Both arms up and bring it down. Yes. Take a little short break while I open the window because I'm super hot. And I think that noise is gone. Okay. Oh, I thought I heard somebody leave. She got thrown off. And now she's back. Okay. Hi, Lucinda. Did you get thrown off? All right. I'm just going to reach behind me, find my weights again. Pick my arms up. Let's bend the knees this time. I'm going to just palm these, bend and straighten. I really want to keep my back ribs connected. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. 1. Turn the hands so they face each other. Press whatever it is you're holding together. So the palms are facing each other. Bend the elbows slightly. Bring both arms up and over and both arms down. And up. Again, keep the ribs connected to the floor. Exhale. You might need to exhale there, just to keep those ribs stable. Exhale. Last 2. One more time. Yes, arms up and hold. Separate whatever it is you're holding. Take the legs in the air. Here we go, opposing arm and leg. So I'm gonna go front arm, back leg. Over. Over, put the weights down if you don't like this. Reach. 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 Reach, one more set. I lost somebody again. Reach. And reach. Good, place the feet on the floor, stretch the legs out. Pick up the head and shoulders and roll up to seated. Good, drop the arms. All right, so we'll just let those go. They're just gonna be right next to us here. I'll cheat your way a little bit here. So you can always put something under your knees if your hamstrings are tight, you know, like a towel or a pillow or something. All right, so arms are gonna be by your sides. You're gonna lift up, down, up, and around. So straight to the shoulders, straight down, up and around to your sides, forward, down, up and around to the sides. One more time, and then we're gonna add the weight. Down, up and around, and to the side. Now, once you add weight into your hand, it's gonna be very hard to keep your arms straight when you're here, right? So you'll have to bend them a little bit. All right, adding the weights. Okay, if it bothers you, put them down. It's still plenty of work without them. Here we go. Up, down, up and around, and circle. Lift, lower, up, and circle. This is 3, we're doing 5. This is a reformer exercise. Up, down, lift, and circle. Last time. Up, down, lift, and circle. Good, okay? Bend the legs slightly. Hold your weights. Let's practice without weights. So curl back, lift up your arms, twist, center, twist, center, sit, okay? Imagine you're holding your weights. Curl back, lift the arms, twist, center, twist, center, arms, come back up. One more time without the weights. Curl back, lift the arms. Remember, the further you go towards the floor, the more challenging the exercise gets, right? The further away you get from your belly button, the harder it is. Ready? Arms in front. Curl back. Lift. Rotate. Rotate. Arms down. Come up to seated. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale, forward. Last set. Inhale, exhale, curl back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, twist. Exhale, twist. Woo! Arms down and back up to seated. Yeah. All right, let's go bellies. enough. I know your top of your legs are loving it, right? So keep these handy, okay? I actually, we won't use that yet. Just keep these handy. Okay. I can push myself back a little bit here. All right. Let's just get the front of the hips to open up a little bit. So elbows underneath your shoulders. Let's just go ahead and bend your leg. And down, and bend the other leg. And down, and again, bend. And down. And bend. And down. Good. So we're going to bend the front leg. I'm going to put my hands down. I'm going to push and lift. And then come back and bend that leg. Bend the leg. I'm using my hands a little bit, okay? But I'm also pushing off the bent leg, right? So I'm going to push off the bent leg. My hips will roll. Twist to the back. Come back front. And leg down. And again, bend, push, little twist. Come back. And down. Switch sides. Bend, push. Come back. And down. Good. Hands next to the shoulders. So you can come up a little bit higher if you want. A little bit more of an extension. You can be down here too. That's okay. Okay. All right. Let's do a little bit more tricep work. So let's go wide hands. Okay. So you're going to press. Press. Make any adjustments you need to make your wrists and your palms and your elbows comfortable. So you might need to come closer to your body. 3 more. Press. 2. Press. 1 more time. Press. And down. Good. Bring the hands behind you. Rest your arms on the floor. The legs are open. I'm totally fine with the legs being open like this. So we're gonna practice without the weights and then we'll add in the weights. So you're gonna imagine you're holding them in your palms. You're gonna inhale, lift up, the arms will float up. Turn your head, exhale to come down. And again, inhale, lift up, lift, turn, come down. Do that again. Inhale, lift up, turn, and come down. And 1 more time. Turn and come down. All right, let's add in the weights. Optional, you don't have to. And after we've done a couple of those, we'll stay up in that extension and we'll just do some pulses with the weights in the hands up towards the ceiling. So here we go. My hair is going to get in the way. All right, so chest is going to lift first. That will bring the arms up with you. So inhale, chest up, and then the arms will float. Turn your head, everything down. And again, initiate from the top of the head. Inhale up, lift the arms, turn your head, and down, and lift up. Float the arms. This is not easy. Turn your head and down. Last time, up, lift, turn, and down. Okay, so the challenge is to keep the upper back lifted as you do these arm lifts. All right, here we go. Up, I can't see. Lift up, hold. Eyes are towards the floor. Now pump the arms up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Head down the other way. Good. Bring the weights towards the front of your mat. Come back up to your elbows again. I can't see a damn thing. I'm going to move up a little bit to get my rubber band out. hands on the cans or the weights. Everything needs to be able to roll here. If you don't want to do that, you can always, and you have a wood floor, you can use your towel for this. Okay. All right, so arms are going to go forward. They're going to go out slightly into the corners. Palms go on top of the weights. Here we lift up and you come down. And pull the weights into your armpits, sliding the shoulder blades. Press on them to lift and then come back down. So this should work pretty good with the cans. Lift up and come down. And one more time, lift up and come down. Good. Keep your weights right there. Take your hands off. Place your hands under your forehead and just elevate your right leg off the floor. And then elevate your left leg off the floor. So pick up your thigh, right leg, down, left leg, down. One more each side. Right leg and left leg. Good. Hands back on the weight. So this time, when you come up, one of your legs is going to lift and one of your hands is going to come off of whatever it is you're using. So it'll be like so. So first the chest will lift, and then I'm going to lift my opposing arm and leg, then down, then back to the floor. Come on up. Switch to the other side. If this bothers your lower back, keep the legs down. Lift up, extend, down, lift up, extend, down. One more set. Up, extend, down, up, extend, and down. Good. Take a break. You can go into a child's pose if you want. We have one more exercise in that series. Found my rubber band. All right, back on the belly. So your option this time, if you like, if you choose, your mission is to pick up the weight when the arm comes up, okay? So the opposing leg will kind of counterbalance that. If that does not work for you, then you keep going with the exercise we did prior where you just lift the arm without lifting the weight, okay? Press the weights away, keep the legs open. I don't want them closed. You're going to inhale, come up into extension. On the exhale, lift the weight, lift the leg, and come down. And inhale up, exhale. That's a long exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more set, inhale up, exhale, lift. Last time, inhale up and exhale. And down. Good. Release the balls or the cans. Drop the forehead down. Press yourself back to child's pose. Walk your hands to one side. And walk your hands to the other side. Good. And then come center. And we're going to go to our sides. I'm just going to flip around. Okay. So this is going to come in handy now. Whatever it is you're using to glide your leg. Okay. I'm using a towel. I just went to my glider. All right, so come on down. Lay on your arm. Extend the bottom leg out straight. So the closer you get to the front of your mat, right, the further back you can pull your leg, okay? So you're gonna bring the leg forward, trying to get to 90 degrees. You don't have to pick up your leg. Woohoo. And then bring the leg back and bring the leg forward and bring it back. Slide it forward, slide it back. Lift this arm up, slide it forward, slide it back. Two more, slide forward, slide back. One more time, forward and back. Now, put this hand down on the floor, okay? And I want you to come up here like so. You're gonna bring the leg forward. You're gonna press into this hand and you're gonna lift. Don't worry too much about what your bottom leg's doing, okay? Try not to shrug on the bottom arm there, that bottom arm. So stay tall in that bottom arm. If you wanna come to here, you can come to here, okay? That's okay too. You can even be here. It's pretty hard when you're laying down. It's a little bit easier when you're up on your elbow, believe it or not. The further up you can get towards your shoulders, the harder it gets, right? So let's try one here. Hand on the floor, lift. Not so bad. Good. Now move the slider a little bit more forward, lift. Notice how that becomes a little harder. And then maybe move it one more time. So you're gonna decide, let's see, where am I gonna put my leg to make this a successful exercise? You'll notice my bottom leg's moving a little bit. That's totally fine. Up and down, up and down. One more time, up and down. Now slide the leg back, lift this arm. So now you no longer get to use it, okay? Here, we're good, right? 2, 3 of these. 3, drop the leg, move it forward. You should be feeling these already. Ready? Let's try for 3. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Exhaustion, right? Ready? If you want to move it forward a little bit more, go for it. 3 of them. Here we go. Up and 2. Yes. And 3 and slide back. Very nice. Bring the hand down, bend this leg. This top hip will come forward slightly. We're gonna take that bottom leg up. So flex that foot, and you're gonna lift. You can bring your head down now if you want. And lift, and lift. Woohoo, nice little stretch out there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, stack the legs, extend them out, lift them both up, little baby flutter kicks. Take the bottom hand, flip it over so you're not touching the floor. Lift up the top arm. See if you can balance on your side. Woo! Last time, and down. Good, bend your knees. Press yourself up to seated. And I'm gonna come to hands and knees. I'm gonna face the camera. I want you to take your glider or your slider or whatever it is. And we're gonna go hands and knees. Don't worry, we'll do the other leg. So one hand is on top of it, while the other one is on the floor or the carpeting. Hopefully, if you're on carpeting, this will be okay. Okay, so we're gonna clean the floor on this side. So go ahead and just make some circles with that arm that's under the towel or the glider. Good, and then hold the arm still. Take the opposing leg back and do the same thing. 3, 4, push the floor away with the other arm. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember which arm you just did, please. Lay down the other way. How are we doing on time? Okay? Yes, we are okay. Okay. So first we'll slide. You just slide, and back, and slide. Again, the closer you are to the front edge, right, the more room you'll have to pull the slider back. Good, we'll stay here. We'll come up onto the elbow or the forearm, whichever one you choose. Okay, you can use this hand. You're gonna we're gonna lift, 2 and 3, and then we'll slide a little bit more forward and lift. 1, 2. Don't drop into your shoulder. 3. Slide a little bit more forward and lift. 2, 3, and slide back. I want to do more of those. Let's go back up to the front. Wherever you're happy, right? I'm going to be here, so I'm good here. We're going to do 8 here. Ready? Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. Those are hard. Okay. Arm is going to come up now. You don't get to use your hand. Pick your spot. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2. Let's go 8, 4, 5, 6. Exhaustion. 7. One more. 8. Oh my God. Bend that top leg, stretch that bottom leg out. Come all the way down to lay on your arm. Lift that lower leg, flex the foot up. A little inner thigh. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Legs out straight. Point the toes. Flutter kicks. Arm lifts. Taking the bottom arm off the floor. The hand is not touching. I'm a little more imbalanced on this side than I am on the other side. One more time. You want to flatten those abs into the body towards the back of the hips. And down. Good. Press yourself up to seated. And now we do the other hand. Hands and knees. Okay. Small circle. And reverse. Please don't drop your head, okay? Don't let your head hang. You're looking right down on the floor, right in between your fingers. Take the opposing leg away and draw circles. And reverse. And 5. Good. Knee comes down. Go ahead and sit the hips back for child's pose. Good. Come back up to seated. You're going to need a lot of space for your legs for this next one. So I'm going to use my mat going this way instead of the long way. You can always fold your mat up. If you don't have a floor, it's going to be kind of hard to swing your legs side to side. I'm sorry if you don't have one. let's see, you could do twists instead. So if you're on carpeting, let me show you what I want you to do instead. So you'll bring your legs up like so, hands out to the side, and you'll do these twists, okay? Otherwise, if you have a floor underneath you, you're laying down, your legs are out, you're on top of your towel, and you're gonna swing your legs side to side. Keep your feet connected. Use your waist. 3, and 2, and 1. Let the legs come back to neutral. Let's bring the hands behind the head. Curl up the head and shoulders. Pull in, pick up one leg, and twist. Push out and in. Twist. 3, 4, one more time, and 5. Good. Put that foot down, stretch the legs out, drop the head and shoulders. Now, again, if you're on carpet, you're just going to do the in and out with the leg. You won't be able to push the other one out and in. Okay? All right, here we go. Head and shoulders curl up. Legs pull in. Pick up the opposite leg and twist and extend. Whoop. Twist and twist. 3, and 2, and 1, and center. Drop the foot back down. Where's my towel? And stretch the legs out. Good. All right, so now we have to do the upper body. What we did with the lower body, we're doing with the upper body. So the legs swung side to side. People on carpeting, you should be able to do this no problem. Your hands go behind the head. It's not a twist. It's a side bend. Keep it small for now. Legs stay still. Lift the head and shoulders up. Side bend, side bend, side bend. You really need to let the head be heavy in the hands. Otherwise, it'll really bother your neck. Last 2. Side bend, center, and down. All right, if you're game, we put the 2 together. So the head goes towards the ankles and the ankles go towards the head. All right, ready? If you want, curl up, legs, shoulders go same way. Switch, take your time with these. Let's not do these fast. Side bend. Side bend, one more. Side bend, woohoo! Side bend, center, and down. Oh yeah, arms reach. You have to roll up now, okay? Pick up the head and shoulders, and roll up to seated. Good, nice. You hanging in there? All right, let's just do some stomach massage. Okay, so legs out in front of you. This is another reformer exercise. So I'm actually going to grab the edges of my mat. So I'm just going to stick my hands underneath the edge here. Okay. So if you're on carpeting, if you're on carpeting, I would say you'll pull one leg in, one leg out, leaning back like so, okay? Or if you want to drag your heels on your carpet, by all means. All right, come up to seated, hold on to the bottom edge of your mat, sit up super tall. On the exhale, you'll pull your heels in and push away. Notice how my knees go out to the side a little bit. That's totally okay. Pull. 3, and 2, and 1. Out to straight. This is a lot of thigh. It's okay, right? It's okay. So now we're going to round the back a little bit. So I'm going to pull my ribs back, drop my head, round my upper back. Once again, I'm going to hang on to my mat, pulling on it, and then pull the legs in. 2, stay rounded, 3, and 4, and 5. Extend the legs out, round the body up, reach the arms forward. Yes. Pull the legs in, push out, twist. Pull the legs in, push out, twist. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. One more each way. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. Woo! Just a little bit of hip flexor there, yeah? All right, leave your slider where it is. Place your feet on the floor. I'm going to move up a little bit so my hands can be on the mat. My fingers are pointing sideways. This is the way I like to do it. If you're super flexible in your shoulders and you feel like you want to turn your thumbs and fingers to the back of the room, that's okay. Just know that your arm bone is twisting in the shoulder socket once your hips come up, okay? So fingers out to the side, press down into the arm, bend the knees, press into your feet, and lift your hips. Hold here, and then come back down. Okay, sit forward, take the weight off your hands. I would leave your head forward, I would not drop it back. Hands behind, knees bend, hips lift. Hold here. Don't compromise your shoulder joints. Come back down. Extend the legs and round forward. Good, our last set is gonna be straight legs out in front. A lot harder, a lot more work. Make sure that you don't hyperextend your knees. All right, the tabletop position with the bent knees a little bit easier. Let's go with a single leg to start. So lift and lower, switch sides, lift and lower. Now we'll do both 3 times. Breathe in, exhale, lift. Much more challenging. 2. You can go back to those single legs if you want. 3. And down. Good, arms come around. Good, come on up to seated. Go ahead and lay on your back. Feet on the floor. Lift the arms up. Drop one arm across the rib cage and the other one on top of it. We're not done, we're just taking a little break. Open up the arms. And then bring the opposite arm over first. And then the other one on top of that. So we have to do our last set of cleaning the floor with the towel. Open the arms. Good, pick up a leg, grab behind the thigh, pick up the head and shoulders, and come up to seated. So you might remember that when we did these, either the knee was down or the opposite leg was up. So in this last set, what we're gonna do is do it from plank, okay? So much more challenging. If you decide that that's not for you, then you go back to either both knees or one leg out behind you, all right? We're gonna do 5 to the right and 5 to the left. And then we'll come down, take a break, and we'll do the other side. All right? So step 1 is to get into your plank. So walk your feet back, find your plank. So your arm that's not underneath anything is your stabilizer now, as are your abs. Here we go, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for a moment. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Knees down, hips back. Child's pose. That's ridiculously harder than the other two options. Right? Ridiculously harder. Okay? So here we go. And you can feel it in your hips and how the hip wants to drop. So try really hard to keep the hips from dropping. Okay, ready? Wider foot pattern is a little bit easier than a narrow foot pattern. Okay? Now I tell you. Walk back, hold. Get ready, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a break, switch sides. 1, 2, directions. 3, 4, and 5. Knee down, child's pose back. Round up. Good. Come back to your backs. We're going to come back to our backs. Perfect timing. All right, so we're gonna kind of do like this spiraling thing. Okay, so let's take arms to the side, feet flat on the floor. Now what I want is when your legs start to move to the side, I don't want your feet to lift. I want your feet to stay down. So you have to really think about this. So as your legs start to move, the edges of your feet don't come off the floor. So that outside leg's gonna have way better opportunity at this than the inside leg, right? Or the front leg. And then let's switch. So go very slow, be very aware of what your feet are doing. Make sure they stay flat. So those edges need to really stay connected. So what we're doing here is we're spiraling the ankle. So if you think about that, if you can feel that. Spiraling the ankle, spiraling in the knee, spiraling in the hip. Come on back. Our bodies are made of spirals. Then bring the knees back up. So in the heart lung workshop I did last week, hold your hands like so. And when your heart is pumped, the way the musculature and the ligaments move the heart is they spiral around it. So I want you to just spiral your hands, unspiral, spiral. So I want you to think about your heart pumping like that and being moved that way. Spiral, unwind, breathe in, exhale. So use the hand movement to help you tap into the heart movement. Feel the spiraling of your lower arm bones, of your wrists. Now let's move the legs over to one side. Keep the feet down. And then bring the legs up and go to the other side. Legs come back. Float the arms to the ceiling. Drop the shoulder blades down. Spiral the arm bones in the shoulder socket. Nice and easy. Good, then we'll bring the arms to the floor, palms up or down, it's your decision. And we'll spiral the spine. So we'll let the legs drift over one side. The feet can come up now, but you'll keep your shoulders down. And then we'll lift the legs, spiraling the spine the other way. One more each way. Good, so lift the arm up and go the opposite way with the arm. Just completing the spiral. Lift up the arms, spiral the legs. Head goes with you. One more time each way. Breathing, think about the heart being pumped within that spiral. And then come center. Arms go down, legs go out. Just take a moment to notice how you feel. One more breath. Good, easy turn to your side and come up to seated. And if you need to take a moment to stand up, you can.